You know, folks, ladies and gentlemen, it has started. It is election time, not November, but it is already, early voting time. Early voting started in many states, but especially Fairfax, Virginia. It started on Saturday, and if you hear the leaf blowers, I'm sorry. I am, at home as all of you are. Now, why am I mentioning Fairfax, Virginia? Why out of all the states? Well, Trump supporters are so confident in their president. I mean, they are just always exuberant. They're showing how he's going to win. They're confident that he's going to win. And there's nothing more that you can do to show how confident you are than to break the law at the polls. So understand that Trump voters and Trump supporters went to voting polls all over, Virginia, and not, just especially Fairfax. This is what I'm going to mention, and they started blocking people from voting. Now, that is actually against the law. You cannot physically block someone from voting. It's illegal. You can't do that. And that's one of the biggest problems is that, number one, Trump already told his supporters, hey, go vote twice. You can't trust the mail, so go vote twice. That's a felony. If a Democratic president had said that, Fox News would be losing their minds. It would be 24-hour coverage. MSNBC, CNN, ABC, and all the others would take would take that up because Fox News tells them what to do because they are their boss in certain times under Democratic presidents. And, now they're actually blocking people from trying to vote because they're so confident that Trump will win that they gotta be there to try and intimidate you to not vote so that Trump can win. I don't know if maybe I'm different. I'm a different breed of cat, but to me, blocking someone from voting doesn't seem like I'm confident that my candidate is gonna win. Ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna happen all over the country. This is not just Virginia. This is gonna happen all over the country. So you're gonna see this, and on election day, the Trump administration, Trump is trying to get illegal law enforcement out to the polls. Why do you need law enforcement out to the polls? You don't. They're just there to intimidate you. So if you see these people, okay, now you can tell these are Trump supporters because they have their MAGA hats on. Footage has been released. They got their Trump 2020 shirts on. They got their flags. Whatever memorabilia and merchandise they have from the Trump campaign, they got it. So you can't deny that. Like, oh no, maybe it wasn't that. Maybe it was these left-wing liberals, Antifa. No, I look, the right wing was there. It was them. But if you see these people, do not talk to them. If you have someone, if you're in line and you're ready to go vote, and you're in line for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever, and someone comes up to you, and you do not answer any of their questions. Zero. None. Even if they ask you, where are you from? What's your address? Where do you live? Who's your family? Are you even American? What's your citizenship? Are you a resident? Do you have papers? Where's your ID at? Are you even allowed to vote? How long have you been here? You do not answer any of their questions under any circumstance. They might say to you, oh, I'm law enforcement. Oh, I'm supposed to. Oh, they told us to walk around and tell us, to go ask you these questions. They're lying. There will be people who will say, who's here to vote? Who has a disability? Who has this? Those are the people you can listen to. The only person you should ever give your address to, ever give your signature to, ever present your ID to are those handling the ballots at the desk when you get up there. That's the only time you should answer any questions or hand over any information or identification. Not to these illegal poll watchers. Because they're just trying to intimidate you to not vote so that Trump can win. Because they're not confident in Trump winning if they don't go out there and try and stop you. And if they try and block you, do not fight them. God, Jesus Christ, it is so tempting to punch a Trump supporter in the face for their dumbass way of thinking, their arrogance, their ignorance. As tempting as it is, you cannot do it. Don't put your hands on them. Don't put your hand on their shoulder because, he hit me, so I had to start hitting. They're going to doctor the videos. Try and move past them. Get past them as easily as you can. Just ignore them. Walk away. Do whatever you can. If it becomes physically impossible to even walk past them, walk away. Go back to your car. Scream all you want in your car. Call the authorities and tell them what's going on. If you have to go around the back of the building or the side or wherever you got to go across the park, I don't care. But don't engage with these MAGA idiots. Okay? And for all you right-wingers who say, oh yeah, this is being strong. Just remember, if a Democrat were to do it, you would all lose your minds. And before a lot of you start commenting on my Facebook, oh, this is both parties. Oh, I'm tired of your excuses. Stop making excuses for the left wing and the right wing. They're all culpable. But the left wing is not the one blocking people from voting.